Good morning, everybody. Bhushan,
Thank you, Santa.
congratulations. I told
you.
in the group we're going to
Yeah.
have some early Christmas presents, and you started the row
Yeah,
with this one. So congratulations, you passed the test today with 3 minors.
yeah.
But we need to explain to the great British public, or your friends or family members, or whoever is looking for a driving instructor, you had some very, very bad experience previously. And I would love to you explain it. What was the difference? Because you failed the driving test twice before this one, and today we passed first attempt with me 3 minors. So how do you feel?
Yeah. First of all, I'm really happy seeing this pass certificate, and
Yes,
it
you
is
can
really
hold
good.
it.
It is really good. This one, and again, I came from India, so the driving style over there and here, it was completely different. I used to drive a lot on a manual car in India, but when I came here, seeing the rules and road signs, they were completely different. So I started getting the lesson from a referral. A friend referred me one instructor, and I don't wanted to name it, but
Of course, we don't
yeah,
want to name anybody.
yeah, but he was the guy from our side only, and he used to taught me. I mean, initial several lessons we went over it, and I did not learn that much. Okay, we were just doing, and he said, "Okay, you are ready for test. Go ahead, book your test." I booked the test, and in last few days, he said that, "See, my test was on Monday," and he said on Wednesday that I don't see you are making too many faults. He pressurized me on that day, and I'm kind of, when somebody pressurizes me, I get nerves, and
Of
we
course, you
start
started
making
to
the
build up more
mistake.
pressure. That's a
Mistake.
recipe for
Yeah,
making
yeah.
you to fail the driving test.
So I said, okay, what do you think? He said, do one thing, you need few more lessons, postpone your test. And then I tried to make it, but I was not able to postpone the test. Then he said, okay, do one thing, I will give you more sessions from Thursday to Sunday, so that you can able to cover it. I said, okay. I purchased almost 6 more sessions in that 3-4 days remaining. Yeah. And then the first mock test I had on Sunday afternoon, and my real test was on Monday. So it was,
when you
as I said,
explained this
it
to
is
me-
like a recipe to fail, nothing else.
When you
It was
explained to
really
me,
bad
it's-
experience.
It was
yeah.
absolutely ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I just can't hold myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
keep talking.
So yeah, and then obviously the result was pretty obvious that I will fail the test. I failed the test with 3 serious and 14 minors.
Dear me. So basically, the purpose of the mock test is make you ready for the
Ready,
driving
but
test,
I
not
was-
breaking you.
yeah,
When you do the
I was
mock test
completely
on
broken.
Sunday and your test is on Monday, that's breaking you
that
to
doesn't
make
work.
sure that's a recipe to fail the driving test.
Yeah.
Because between mock tests, we done 5 mock tests, and between mock tests, we had one lesson to fixing
To
what
fix
we
the
seen,
thing, yeah, that was really
and
good.
that's how it works.
Yeah. Then after that, I had a trip to India a month, and I went there. I drove my own car, and I said, I'm completely driving fine. What went wrong with me and that incident, right? And then I came back, and then I started searching for a good driving instructor. Obviously, I don't wanted to continue with that guy. So a friend, Animesh, told me that my instructor was really good and professional. And then I read the review about Prime driving school, and I said, oh, this is completely 5+ rating, 5-star rating. It is really good. And then I booked the first session, and in first session, the way you showed me, obviously this was electric car, pretty nice car, and I drove it, I enjoyed it. And then you show me the strategy, you tell me the strategy of how we are going to prepare, what went wrong, and obviously I did not told you about my previous test report. And when you started observing me in first session itself, you started showing me, okay, your junction observations are not proper, and whatever the faults I made, you started noticing me,
immediately.
telling me that you are making something wrong here.
Without knowing your
yeah,
test result.
yeah, correct. And then when I was going home after our first session, I talked to my wife. I said, see, he don't know my test report, but whatever he told me where I need improvement, that is exactly where I made mistakes. And that was the moment I said, okay, even if you're costing a lot than those guys, but I will still go with this guy because he is really really good, professional, and he will definitely help me to pass the test, and that is how it happened.
Well done. You worked very, very hard, and I know it was very difficult for you to get over the bad experience. And when we done the first mock test, you were
It
shaking.
was, yeah.
And then we did the second one.
So basically, when we did first mock test, I just went back to that particular nervous situation and started
haunting
making
you.
mistake. And then you said you learned whenever there is a normal lesson, you're driving correctly. It is just a pressure. You just have to work upon that. Then there were some faults and some mistakes which I did, and then next day we fixed it. And the second mock test was much better because now I had that experience and I had that that way to handle that situation, how to manage the nerves and all those things. And then I started making less and less mistake. But after 3 mock tests, you said that you're completely fine. The third mock test was pretty good.
Yes.
I went and showed it to my wife. See, I'm making no mistakes now. Only few minors like the speed management and all those things. That is easily fixable, but I'm not making any serious fault as of now. And in next lessons, we were fixing it. That was really awesome. That was really helping because I literally have my mock test report, and on the back of that I was describing in my own, because you were making me the notes about where I made mistake, but I was also making that what could I have done correctly. Okay, you were telling me mistake, and then I was writing on the back of the paper that this is where
when you're writing down, you write it in your head.
Then so when I was writing it down, it started making, and I never made that mistake again.
Exactly.
So that strategy was really awesome.
So that's how we need to do the mock test, not just pointing out where are you wrong, and that's why you're going to make on the test. We need to fix it, we need to work on it, we need to polishing up your skill, then do another mock test, and then if you see something again, then we do another one. So the main thing is to see the progress between mock tests. And then you were absolutely fine today. So and also very important, yesterday when we done the last one, you said I didn't have any nerve, I was totally calm.
Exactly. So eventually after almost 3 mock tests were completely fine, but I still don't wanted to make any chance.
Of course.
I don't wanted to, because it's a really, we are putting money as well, good money over there as well.
Investing a lot
and we
of
don't
money,
want it to go
time.
into same time and money everything is.
Of course.
So I said let's go with another 2 mock tests, and those were obviously building a confidence. So when we had another mock test yesterday, I was completely fine, and same thing happened in my test day as well. Initially I was just feeling like little the heart is beating, and then I said
a little bit is important,
that's
because
okay,
that makes you more alert. That's
and
totally fine.
And then I said that's okay, but I can drive now. The confidence which I had after so many practice and so many mock tests, I said I'm confident that I will be able to kill it. And that's how I did.
Yes. As I said today in the morning when we met early morning, 7 o'clock, I told you, if you're not passing today, nobody will. Because, of course you're nervous a little bit, but if you're too nervous, the too nerve means you don't know what to do. You're just guessing. But if you know what you need to do, how you need to handle the situation, complicated situation, pedestrian crossing, roundabouts, you're not nervous, you're just delivering. Like on the meeting, you're such a hard qualified gentleman, smart people. If you would be taught properly in the first attempt and the second one, not to mention, you would pass it with 0 minor again. But now you had 3 because it's still a little bit coming back to you. But it's a brilliant drive. That's very important. If you know what you're doing, you shouldn't be nervous. If you're nervous, then there is a gap in the knowledge because you're just guessing. If you know clearly, you're just responding to the situation. Okay, so how was the test today?
Okay, so the previous test, I will talk about the one which I failed earlier. So what happened is, in the initial few minutes only, I was committing to a junction, and I slowed down the car coming behind. So that was, it was a mistake made or serious fault made within few minutes of the start of the test, and I got so depressed with that I was keeping, I know that I was going to fail, and then I made several more mistakes. And today as well, I did a little bit thing. So
at the beginning,
just right after exiting from the test center, there was a roundabout, and I was taking roundabout, and the lady started on the road, and I said, okay, she's that side of the island. I still went ahead through the junction, and then I completely forgot to turn off the indicator. It was running.
I was pulling my hair out to the back seat because I was sitting there with you.
But then I said, okay, this is not a mistake. I did it, but if I drive correctly going forward, then I will be able to make it. And then I just keep that away from my mind that okay, I have made
As I
some
told you,
mistake.
if you make a
It was
mistake,
completely fine.
leave it back there.
Right. And then later, the way I drove, I hardly made any mistake. Just one of the mirror, I guess. Apart from that, I did
the
not
order
make
wasn't
any,
correct, and then on the 40 road you did drive only 30 for a short period of time. That was also a minor. So the 5 killers of the driving test, it's a very, very useful video, because that's where I'm explaining as well to everybody. If you made a mistake, don't leave your brain back there and thinking how can you fix it, how could you have done better, because you can't change it. So you need to focus it, because if your brain is back there, you're making more and more mistakes.
Correct.
Lovely, well done. What would you advise to the next candidate if they're looking for instructor? What sign they need to look for? For instance, obviously, if you're not making progress, it's a clear sign you need to change your instructor. I always say to my candidates in the first lesson, just see me, how do I work? If you're happy, continue with me. If not, find somebody else. So don't commit yourself to 10 lessons immediately. Find a person, look at the person, what they do.
So most of the time, the guy like me will always go with the referral, coming from referral. So my previous instructor was also referral. But what I missed to check was the previous candidate, which he, the candidate were passed on his lessons. They were passed in 2 or 3 attempts, and I completely missed that thing. I mean, now I'm thinking, why did I miss that thing? If I know that the guy who referred him to me, he was passed in his 3rd attempt, so I should not be able to go into that. But again, when it is referral, when it is referral, you say, okay, you go with that. Okay, I'll also go with that, and the price is reasonable. But it is not about price at all. I say, I mean, the price was almost double. Your price and his price was half of it. So,
but the experience,
but the experience and the way you get, and obviously not every candidate has same requirement. Somebody can able to manage the nerves properly, but he need to know the situations, the way to approach, and the anticipation of those things. My remaining things were better, but my nerves were not good. So every candidate has a different need. So the guy who was teaching me earlier, he was not looking at my need. He was just delivering something and not tracking it. The tracking was also poor. I mean, I never received a piece of paper saying that, okay, this is what we are going to do. I did not have any plan. The mock test results were also not with me. But here, what I observed is the way you approach the problem, or the pictures I need to make.
You took the photos of the lesson plan,
and
because you have a lesson
the
plan.
plan which was made, you said that, okay, I was forcing you to make, can we take mock test earlier? And you just smiled and said, okay, we'll do these many things earlier and then we'll do mock test. I was thinking, why you're just laughing? Because then I realized later, because I did not cover few of the lessons, and there was a possibility that I will make that test as a bad performance, and then I will again get depressed. So you said, no, we are going to complete these 2 lessons and then we are going to take your first mock test, and that was really good. So the professional way you handle all the situation, the plan, and the results, the reports, it was really helpful. My daughter was also happy seeing that whenever I was taking mock test report, she was I was showing it to her and saying, Daddy, why are you making so many mistakes? There is so colorful mock test. The first paper, okay, the first mock test paper.
Oh, so lovely.
And then I show her 3rd paper. Oh, you're making less mistake. Oh, so you're going to pass. So that was really good. The way the progress was tracked. The way the needs were covered. So this is all we need in an instructor.
And she's 8 years old, and she could see clearly where you're heading.
Yes, correct. So basically, first of all, you need to go with proper, you need to see the reviews, obviously, because this is the world where everybody puts their opinion and nobody can force that thing. So if some guy has a 5-star rating, then there is definitely something special about him. And another thing is, you need to see how you can able to connect taking the first lesson, because the first lesson I was thinking about cost, but after ending the first lesson I got to know that this is the guy I wanted to go with, and he's the one who will get me the pass certificate.
You need to click with the person as well.
Yeah, so you need to see how he's interacting, how he's focusing upon your driving style, because everybody has a different driving style. Somebody drives good on high speed, somebody drives good on low speed. So it's about let him judge and then see. Yes, correct. And then see how the instructor is approaching to the problems which you are making, what is the plan to fix them, and if you have that assurance, you can definitely go with that instructor. And that is what I did.
Fabulous. Congratulations one more time.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see your wife. She is joining us
Definitely.
very
She
soon.
will,
So
she will,
good
she
luck,
will.
and the early Christmas presents
Thank you
is
so
yours. So good luck to the next candidate.
He's my
Bye.
Santa.
Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye.